hard team to play against half the time.
Yeah, we are.
We're a really hard team to play against.
Their defense, though, really well. Done. You've had chances. They do.
You don't think
Our defense locked them
No,
down.
no, I think you played great.
I think our defense locked them down. I thought we outplayed them tonight. I thought we had the better of the scoring chances. I thought our team play was awesome.
How hard is this for you to spell? It was a fair run.
Yeah, it's stings. Not, like you want to win the Calder Cup, obviously, but it's probably less that. It's more. It's probably more that I won't get to coach this team again. That's the reality. This group of men, it'll change. It changes next year. A lot of them are back, the prospects and some of our core veterans we have signed, but it changes. And so this group, it took time for us to become who we became. And they had to fight really hard to become a team that really played the right way and loved playing for each other and loved being Amherst. But we grew to that, and I'm incredibly proud of them. And so to not get to come and practice or have another game with them is probably worse than anything.
This is a unique team. What are you going to be the last few members? What's going to stand out to you about this team?
Probably how much this team grew, because I think I said this earlier, success in this high of level of success, last 4 teams playing in this league, this was not preordained for this group. We're really young. And again, I think we had less than 10 games from what was started the season as our number 1 goalie in Pekka Luukkonen. We had less than 5 games from Riley Sheehan. We had less than 10 from Cale Clegg. If you would have said that at the beginning of the year, and yet we were going to finish second place and be in the conference finals, pushing on a Calder Cup, I think we all would have been like, I don't know how we're going to do it, but that's great. So I think that the growth of the team is probably the thing that sticks out the most.
The group that you were down to 10 forwards with Linus out, and even after they scored that goal the way that they did, you guys still made a push. You had a lot of chances to even that up.
Yeah, I thought we were, when you look back, this might have been our best game of the series in terms of what we created. We didn't finish. Credit to them. They blocked a lot of shots. Shepard was outstanding in goal. But I think we didn't give up very much at all tonight. And I thought we created enough to win. Even we get a penalty at the end, and we had great scoring chances on the shorthanded to try to tie it there. So we certainly missed Linus tonight when he went out. I mean, with the exception of the few games coming back from his injury, you look at the first stretch of games of the playoffs, the first 6 games, and then the last couple. You could argue that he was one of our best forwards, in the playoff run. So we missed him when we lost him in the first period for sure. Lower body. I don't know for sure.
Did you see it? 3. What was the?
We just missed. We had 2 backside one-timers that the net was open. We just missed that. I mean, I don't think you can really diagram up the looks any better. We got our shooters. We got our elite goal scorer shots that we wanted, and a couple missed the net. He made a couple scramble big saves in tight. They blocked a few great shots, but we got the looks that we wanted to get. We just either missed the net or they blocked or they made saves.
Where does that come in with the defenders, the growth? Just how have you seen this defensive unit grow over the course of the playoffs specifically?
Yeah, we knew we were going to have to be a good defensive team to win in the playoffs. And I don't think it's just the D-core, because I think our D-core has been pretty good for a lot of the year. I think that our forwards, our young forwards, our older forwards probably had it already mostly. Our young forwards' commitment to playing the game the right way just grew immensely over the course of the end of the season and into the playoffs. And that helped make us a really good defensive team, which was something that we knew we'd have to get to, but isn't always easy to get to with the age of some of the forwards we have.
Longer chat in the line with Shepard. What kind of was said there?
I've watched him play since he was playing high school hockey in Minnesota. So, a few guys like Vecchione and Annis, I coached against them in the ECAC. have a lot of respect for who they are as people and hockey players. And I coached Aaron Ness on a U.S. under-18 Ivan Holenka team about 15 years ago. And we both laughed in the line about that. I don't think I've seen him since. So in terms of being able to talk to him. Those are moments that it was a hard-fought series, and I respect our opponent, and it sucks to lose. But you need to lose the right way and give them the respect that they deserve.
Room's heartbroken. What did you tell them when you went in there after the game?
I told them how proud I am of them. Proud I am of how they represented our organization, how they represented the Amherst, the city, how fortunate I felt to get to coach them, and what they gave me, the run that they gave our staff and our fans. And this was special. And we didn't, there's only one team that'll be the Calder Cup. But we talked about this core group of guys. Last year, I think it would have been 20 years since we won a playoff series, and now we've won 4 in 2 years and came within 2 games of being in the Calder Cup finals, and there's going to be a North Division banner in this rink for the first time in 2 decades. And it's not the banner we wanted, but it's still a banner we're going to be damn proud of.
This morning, that the last 6 weeks have been a blur. When do you think all of this will set in, what you guys accomplished?
That's a good question. I don't think coaches are very good at that stuff. Coaches are usually looking forward how to get better, what we got to do coming up and whatever is ahead of us. But I know this, when I look back at this group, it'll bring a smile to my face. How much they love playing for each other, how much fun they were the coach, what the attitude and the work ethic they came to the rink with every day. And then just the immense growth of the team. We talked about that, but the individual players. I mean, some of the improvement, we talk about the prospects all the time, but some of the improvement of other guys that just allowed themselves to have great American League seasons and propel their careers forward here as they go into the future.
Rookies that come in and are assigned to Rochester in the end, just what kind of excitement does that give you for the future, getting to start to see those guys come in?
Yeah, it's hard to look to the future right now. It really is. It's this one stings. So we're all excited about where we're going as an organization, but right now this one hurts, and I'm going to take the time to allow it to hurt and allow myself to be appreciative of what this particular group gave this season.
I would assume this group has a lot to be proud of just in what they've done to kind of bring back fans and build a relationship with the fans. And I mean, resell it's almost 11,000 and
yeah.
Traveling to Hershey and numbers in
Syracuse, that was a special moment. I think that started last year. I think that the group last year and then this group for sure. I think they were, by the middle of this season, I think this was an easy team to love and an easy team to root for, because there was a lot of reasons at times not to be successful or not to be excellent and on the cusp of greatness. And yet we found ways to be that. And so I think that, Rochester at heart is a blue collar town. It's a town that appreciates honest work and competitiveness and teamwork. And maybe we weren't always that in the first part of the year, but I think by February and on, I think the group was like that. I think it made the fan base, made them easy to root for.